Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Pokemon Showdown. You got your boy Pokeaim here, back again once again. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, today we're gonna be on the Pokemon Showdown server, and we're gonna be taking on the OU ladder. This time I'm using a double bunny team with Diggersby and Azumarill, and I don't know where I exactly got this team from because I got it a few weeks ago, and I just loaded it up and decided to play. So I'm not quite sure where we are on the ladder just because I just got back from camping and I haven't played in a few days. A lot of the stuff you guys saw this previous week were all pre-recorded, and that way I don't have to worry about this stuff while I go on vacation. But my opponent's team is really cool. This man got look at these, the same height Pokemon. Gardevoir, Garchomp, Tornadus. Okay, let me actually take this semi-seriously. My opponent has 3 potential rockers in Garchomp, Seismitoad, and Heatran. But because I see Seismitoad and Tran, and he's very weak to Clefable, I'm thinking this is Taunt, Lava Plume, maybe Earth Power, Protect Tran, maybe Toxic for the Dragons. Although he does have 2, 3 Pokemon, like 4 Pokemon with Fairies. What do I win with? I think I can win with SD Diggersby if I can weaken this. He has no hazard control, which is really nice. I can get on my rocks as quickly as possible. I think Garchomp is his most probable lead, though. I guess Gardevoir works too, but I'm going to lead off a Lottie just in case he leads off with Garchomp, as Big Bird seems to be his lead of choice. That is very unfortunate. I'm going to go directly with my Heatran, because even though he can knock off or U-turn right here, I would hope he knocks off, honestly. I don't need Heatran for much. Doesn't do anything versus his team except for beats Whimsicott, but so does... is that Life Orb? Yeah. But so does Ferrothorn, honestly, and I know I can live 1 Focus Blast. Hopefully he doesn't have Superpower. I think even a Superpower, nah, I don't think I'll be able to live a Superpower from 75. Actually, no, I'll probably do it around 71, 72%. But the fact that he's Life Orb is really nice because he's offensive, meaning he cannot switch into my Draco Meteors at all, and I can spam Psyshock versus team. As you saw, or as you didn't see, hey friend, let's pop him, buddy. Well, as you didn't see, I actually have Earthquake on my Lottie. So once I click Psyshock and force in his Heatran, I can knock it out with Earthquake. As he goes out to Seismitoad, I'm thinking that this is his Stealth Rocker. So I'm going to switch out to my Ferrothorn as he's going to get up his rocks. And I think I'm going to just Leech Seed, or I'm going to go for Spike. He might just Scald here or Knock Off. It'd be cool if he actually had HP Fire too. But I'm going to get that Spike because, like I said, his team has no recovery. So the more he switches, or no Defogger, or Hazard Control. So the more he switches, the more he's going to take from all these hazards. Can this bar go away? No, I don't want to duplicate you. I want to get rid of you. Whatever. I don't know. That bar is annoying me a little bit. Probably nothing at all, but... Goes up to Heatran. We'll see by Stealth Rock if he's leftovers or not, as he looks to be offensive. Okay, so I guess his form of dealing with the Lottie Twins or Gardevoir and Whimsicott, which is fine. Heatran comes out. I rather sack my own Heatran to an Earth Power on a predicted switch than go out to Azu on a predicted on a fire move like Lava Plume and get burned. So I'm gonna go out to my Heatran as he is gonna go for Lava Plume, as you guys can see, and I'm just gonna click Roar. If he has Earth Power, then he has Earth Power. If he does not, I'm thinking Seismitoad or Garchomp will want to come in, but he does have the Earth Power, as we already know he's offensive and he switched the moves, so I can go right out into my Diggersby. No, oh God, no, I would never go there. I can go right to my Diggersby, and I could click Return. Honestly, I'm thinking I'm gonna click Earthquake though. Just because if he goes Garchomp or anything like that, I want to weaken it. I don't know if he go Tornadus, honestly, and then Whimsicott's going to take a lot anyway from this. This is a Life Orb, huge power boosted Earthquake. Whimsicott, as you can see, is not a switching at all, and I can freely just click Quick Attack. Even if he wants to Stun Spore me, that'll be annoying at best, but he goes up to Garchomp, I guess predicting that Quick Attack. He definitely predicted that Quick Attack. I took all that damage, but the thing is, Whimsicott goes down to hazards at this point. So while I basically traded my Diggersby for his Whimsicott, it also weakened his Garchomp and also forced out his Heatran, all of which are being plowed by the hazards. So this is a very threatening Pokemon. I'm going to go out to my Ferrothorn. Hopefully he goes for Earthquake. And I'm going to pull a double into my Lottie, just in case he has Fire Blast. Also, if he wants to switch out into Heatran, that works too. If he has Fire Blast, he'll probably go for it now. He could go for Dragon Tail, I suppose, but he ends up going on to Tornadus. No, maybe I should just click T-Wave. But I'm going to drop a Draco at this point. If he goes for knockoff, I know I will be able to survive. As you can see, I calced that that 1% was expertly calced by me, I might have to add, as I'm able to knock out the big bird. That is a huge threat gone. I'm thinking now my Raikou can just clean up as long as I keep weakening his Seismitoad. My Raikou could have done work anyway with the fact that that thing is gone, but he goes out to Whimsicott for some reason, I guess not realizing that I have a Spike and Stealth Rock up, which is fine. Some Pokemon are really big on his team, so they do block the hazards. But hopefully he goes Heatran right here. I guess he could go Garchomp or Gardevoir, though if he goes Gardevoir, I get off an Earthquake anyway on that thing, and that'll do around 32%, something like that, as he does go Guardy. And I want to switch out, but unfortunately I cannot because hazards are up, and I don't want to defog them away either because they are working with me while they're also working against me, or they're working for me while they're working against me at the same time. So just gonna go for Earthquake. I'm expecting the Mega Evolve. This Earthquake does absolutely nothing. That did literally zero. Did anybody? But I'm gonna go to my Ferrothorn. I know I can survive one Focus Blast at this range. I should actually be able to. I'm gonna go for Thunder Wave, as he actually has HP Fire, so I'm able to slow down the Gardevoir, and I'm going to get up my Spike, as he had other plans, and I'm still going for the Diggersby win. So just because it can click Earthquake, it can click Earthquake, it can click Earthquake, so I'll be able to go right out into my Azu. I am Choice Bandit, click Play Rough, knock out the Gardevoir. That crit didn't matter, knew his spread, and also it would have killed like 400 Gardevoirs, as Garchomp is gonna come out. This is bitch. I think I have to go for. Oh, okay, I see you, bro. I think though I still win with Diggersby because I don't think Seismitoad can take a Shadow Ball from my Raikou, as well as a return from my Diggersby. So I'm pretty sure Diggersby will be able to clean up the game. Could be wrong though. But he is gonna go out to the Seismitoad. He kind of had to, because if I went Raikou, I can just click Thunderbolt twice versus Heatran, and Heatran would just take unnecessary hazard damage. But I'm gonna go right for Shadow Ball as he goes for Toxic. That means I get to get off 2 hits on him, which is really nice for me, honestly. If he wants to switch out, that's completely fine. I am indeed recording, dude. I don't like to. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I am. But Seismitoad is getting really low at this point. Even if he goes up to Heatran, I do not mind, because we know he is not Choice Scarf unless he's some sort of Quick Claw variant. I think we're fine. And like I said, Seismitoad is already low enough to the point where I will be able to knock it out return, especially because he switched out. And I guess if he's a Custap Berry, that could be annoying, but or maybe if he's sub, but that doesn't necessarily matter because Thunderbolt does not prevent a sub, as he's able to knock me out with the Loud Plume. But it's fine. I have the Jolly Diggersby. I was gonna say it's fine. I have the Randarosu, but no, I definitely do not. I'm gonna be able to knock him out with the Earthquake, and Seismitoad is gonna come out, and that is gonna go down in return 100%, unless he is. Nah, not even max speed. Seismitoad would be able to outspeed. So I'm gonna be able to knock this thing out with the return, and that is gonna be a good game. So that was a pretty. I mean, it's not over, but yeah, that's gonna be a good game. So yeah, good game, dude. And yeah, definitely living that Latios, that Tornadus Tease knockoff was nice. It doesn't usually kill though. I think that was even a high roll. It definitely does not do that much, not even from a Life Orb variant. I faced a few Life Orb variants, but I was able to drop that Draco, and that definitely helped my opponent's team. Oh god, why do you have 2 Rapid Spinners and a Defogger? I don't like you. No, he's definitely running Rapid Spin because there's these 2 Pokemon. Unfortunately, my entire team loses to Lopunny, so I enjoyed myself. I'm gonna lead off with Ozzy because Ozzy gets a kill whenever it comes in, except for if he has Ferrothorn. I don't think I can win this game. I will do my best to sweep with Diggersby because it looks like my priority Quick Attack is the only thing that's going to save me. Return, Quick Attack, etc., etc. He leads off with Hippo. That is fine. I am going to go for Knockoff because I want to get rid of Hippo's item. I could go for the Waterfall, but I get a crit, so it's the same thing. As I'm going to go directly into my Ferrothorn right now. And I'm expecting him to just go for Slack Off. But getting rid of his Smooth Rock is nice because in the following turns, his Sand will not be able to Rampage me repeatedly as he goes Feral. That is okay by me. I want to Thunder Wave this thing, but I'm going to get up my Spike right here. You know, I'm going to defog these anyway, so I'm just going to Thunder Wave this Ferrothorn. I don't care. I don't care. You know what that Thunder Wave was? That's not to slow him down. That's so I can SD in his face and sweep his team. Just gonna click Leech Seed a couple times, as he's gonna go for the third layer spike. I can defog these away. All I'm doing at the end of the day is wasting his sand turn. So I'm gonna go for a double Thunder Wave, just in case he wants to go out into anything. Honestly, as he's wuss. Switch out, bro. All I'm doing is stalling out his turn, so I'm gonna go for another Leech Seed. I mean, this is a little bit whatever, but if he switches out, this is my best play anyway. As he goes for Gyro, yeah, kill yourself, please. Not in real life, no, just in the Pokemon game. No, life is way too precious to give up like that. So go for I don't know why I'll get all sentimental when I say stuff like that. Get all serious, but I'm gonna be able to get on my Spike. And again, I'm just gonna be defogging these away anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much to me, if I'm being honest. But I'm gonna click Thunder Wave, just in case. Actually, all right, I'm just gonna defog these away regardless. So you know what? We're doing it now. Go right up to Lottie right now and just go for defog. I did power up his Gyro Ball though, so Gyro Ball might actually be able to knock me out if he goes for it now. But I actually predict that Leech Seed as I'm being sarcastic, friends. As I'm going to be able to get rid of the Stealth Rock, which is the more important part than anything else. His Hippo, my bad, Mike. I just apologize to my mic. What the hell? His Hippo is going to come in and take all the spike damage while it's getting the recovery. And while I really think he's going back out of Ferrothorn, I'm going to drop a Draco right here just in case he decides to stay in and risking me predicting that. As he actually does stay in. I don't think he had to, and all he did was waste 2 turns of sand right there. So Excadrill will still be able to outspeed the majority of my team, but 2 turns of sand are wasted, which is good for me. Surprised he actually just went out to that, but he goes to Togekiss, which is a free switch, or a decent switch for my Raikou. I don't know if he's trying to bait my Excadrill. Or I don't know if he's trying to bait Raikou in to go for. You might just go for that yellow card, trying to leave me with a present. I don't know if he was trying to bait me. Like I thought he would pull a double, maybe predicting my Raikou, but then he just went directly into Excadrill. I'm gonna click Volt Switch because I don't want him to go into Ferrothorn. I don't care if he goes Drill because Drill only has 1 more turn of sand left, and while it is on a balloon, that is completely fine by me. So, ground immunity is at 41%. I'm going right out into it. As he goes for the Earthquake. That's really nice. As I'm going to be able to break his balloon with the... I want to go for Side Shock just in case he goes Toad. I'll drop a Draco on him. We're men. We're men. We drop Dracos. We don't care if they have Fairy types and Steel types at full. Don't care. That Steel type is paralyzed. It's not going to be able to get off an attack for the rest of the game. I'm proclaiming right now. Unfortunately, he goes out to the 1 Pokemon that counters my entire team. Now, I really expect him to double right now, so I'm actually going to go for Side Shock, just to weaken the Togekiss. I already showed that Raikou was my initial switching, so I expected him to double. He had other plans, though, as he goes for Nasty Plot. Nasty Plot, Thunder Wave, I guess Air Slash, I don't know. But either way, Raikou is still my best bet. If he wants to Roost, that is fine. If he goes for Air Slash, that's fine. It's not going to do crap to me. And I can go for Shadow Ball, getting off a bit of damage on the Excadrill. I don't expect him to stay in. If he does stay in, however, I can live 1 hit at +2. So it's not really a risking play, or a play that I'm risking much. But goes to Ferrothorn now, as I get a crit. And I'm going to be able to Volt Switch on out of there versus this Ferrothorn. If he wants to go to Excadrill, that's completely fine. I need to go directly into my Heat Ram because I need to threaten this thing, and then I feel like I need a double, predicting his Starmie. But at the same time, I'll be making this thing's gonna take too much damage. So we got to Heat Ram as he goes for the Leech Seed. He doesn't go for Spike, which is cool. Definitely nice for me, as I'll be able to go right for the Lava Plume right here, expecting to go out to Starmie. Or wait, huh? That was not the play to make, bro. That was definitely not the play to make. I feel like he'll predict my Lottie, but at the end of the day, I don't really care because he's already in range of Shadow Ball as well as Quick Attack as well as Aqua Jet. He's actually in range of Thunderbolt after that Lava Plume, so I'm not entirely sure why I went Drill. He tried to make a hardcore play predicting my rocks. He did have Starmie though, but teach their own, as I'm going to be able to go out to my Raikou. I really want to click Volt Switch, predicting his Ferrothorn, keep up offensive momentum. But Shadow Ball is my best play, just in case he stays in, as he chooses to. I guess he realized if I got up Hazards and I went out to Ferrothorn, he couldn't spin. Or maybe he also realized that he sweeps my team with Lopunny. That's something that can definitely happen right about now. It's just going to come out and sweep my entire team. So... I don't have a play against that either. I need to keep Raikou alive, that way I can deal with his Togekiss, as well as his Starmie. If he goes out to Ferrothorn, that is fine. If he goes out into Lopunny, that is a threat and a half, man. Alright, so if he goes Lopunny, I'm going directly into Ferrothorn, because I do have Azu plus Raikou to check Starmie. Raikou not being able to speed tie because I am 354 speed, not 361 like Starmie. But Azu can take 1-8, even if it's a Light for Thunderbolt, and knock him out with Knockoff or Play Rough. Thing is, if he goes Lopunny and I go out to Ferrothorn, which I am going to do 100%, on the Fake Out, he'll take the Iron Bar's damage, but High Jump Kick is so powerful that I'll be able to knock me out. So I'm not sure. If he does go Ferrothorn, though, I'm just Volt Switching straight up into my Heatran. I feel like he could have played his Excadrill as well as his Hippowdon better. Then again, the crit turn 1 definitely did not help him. Not quite sure where he stayed in, though. Just because he had Ferrothorn in the back. I guess he predicted my superpower, maybe the knockoff, as you can see that I went for it. So I probably would have went for superpower if I actually had it on my Azu. But Drill also coming in a Lava Plume really confused me. I'm not trying to talk to waste time. I'm actually just going through my thought process. Plus I don't feel like pausing at the moment. So because I still, no, even though I have 5 Pokemon and he has 4 Pokemon, that Lopunny kills with High Jump Kick. Kills with High Jump Kicks with Fake Out. High Jump Kick, High Jump Kick. I have Protect on this thing. Alright, wait. I can win. And Azumarill is not in range just yet of return. It needs a bit more damage, but because he doesn't have Ferrothorn to smack me with the Iron Barbs, it could be bad for me. But now I'm going to pause it because it's taking a little while. We'll be right back. Alright, so we're back with another battle. My opponent actually ended up timing out, unfortunately, but that is fine. My new opponent is looking like Hyper Offense, Skarmory lead, plus monsters. Good lord, why do they're all so ugly? They're all so ugly. They're actually monsters too. You too. That's a Y too. But he knows what I mean. He's gonna lead off with Skarmory, I would assume. So I'm gonna lead off with Raikou. As he leads off with Thundurus, this is even better for me. I can go for HP Ice. Thunderbolt does hit it harder, but just in case he wants to be one of those guys, I think Kyurem is coming in, but just in case he wants to be one of those guys that goes directly into, he just Sludge Bombed me. But just in case he wants to be one of those guys that just hard switch directly into Landers, because I went for HP Ice. I need to stop dragging my feet along my bureau. You guys hear that? It's making funny sounds. Yeah, I'm definitely 21. You guys gotta learn. Oh my god. Giving you guys life lessons. Sucker for Jessica. Call me Kashif. I really just said that. Call me Doomsday. No disrespect, bro. I'm just playing. But I'm gonna go for Volt Switch just in case he switches out into Kyurem, honestly. I didn't expect him to go out to Lantern just because I just went for the HP Ice. But Lottie comes out, and his Draco switch-ins are limited to these 3. He does have leftovers though, so I know I do outspeed, which is nice. I'm just going to drop a Draco. If he goes to Heatran, I can click Earthquake after that. I don't think Mega Metagross will go down to a Draco, a Life or Draco plus an Earthquake, just because Mega Metagross does get boosted stats. Pretty sure its defense gets boosted as well. I could be wrong, but either way, Metagross has huge, gigantic stats in general anyway. So goes out to, ooh, no, I missed the Draco. The reason I'm a little bit, not really complaining, but the reason I was like no is because Earthquake would have been able to knock him out after that. As you can see, I barely miss out on the KO, as he's able to go for Toxic. I feel like I want to switch out predicting his Protect, but I feel like he's the type of dude that will go for Stealth Rock just because he can. So I'm gonna click Side Shock because I can knock him out. Also, just in case he wants to switch out to Landers or Skarmory or Thundurus, predicting my Earthquake again. But that's why I want to hit the Draco, because my Latios would not be Toxic. I would be -2, but his Heatran would be dead, and that would have been nice for me. Really would have. If I get up Hazards though, I'm in a good position because he doesn't have anything that can defog them. He does have the Skarmory, but I'm pretty sure, like I said, it's offensive. So I'm gonna go directly my Raikou because I do get a turn of leftovers this turn, and as he's gonna go for Roost, which is okay by me. Because he has leftovers on his Kyurem, I'm not too worried about it. So I'm actually just gonna fire off a Shadow Ball. I don't want to go Volt Switch just in case he goes up to Landers. I just want to weaken them for Diggersby. If he goes Kyurem, it doesn't matter. The reason I said I don't care as much is because he's leftovers, meaning he's really, really weak. So my Ferrothorn can take him on. Even my Heatran can live Earth Power. So I'm going to go for Volt Switch after that crit as he goes out into Heatran. Unfortunately, that's the Pokemon I wanted to be in. He cannot kill this Pokemon, though. He actually cannot kill Ferrothorn with any one hit. Superpower, Hammer Arm, HP Fire, Ice Beam, Focus Blast, none of them will kill Ferrothorn. So I'm actually going to go out to Ferrothorn. Usually weird that you go out to a slow Pokemon on turns that you want to keep momentum up. But he gets the switch advantage, and I wanted Ferrothorn to bait in something that can go for the fighting move. On all honesty, I goes out to Landorus because his Stealth Rocker was Skarmory. I'm actually scared of this thing being Dual Dance, so I'm going to go for Leech Seed right here, as he goes for the SD, so I'm thinking he might be Dual Dance. I'm going to go directly to my Lottie right here, just in case he goes for Earthquake. We know he's ORAS Dance, we don't know if he's Dual Dance, but if he goes for anything else, that is completely fine, because I could defog away these hazards, or I could just drop a Draco. I think dropping a Draco is my better play, because it gets a kill this turn. It either kills Landorus, or it can miss. That is okay. You know, who wants to hit around here, right? Have bad luck, indeed, bro. Just gonna hit him with an HP Ice. I don't care if he goes Metagross or anything. Honestly, we already know this thing is in Scarf. I don't think HP Ice will actually knock him out. Well, maybe, but he goes out to cure him. I think I'm going to start laying up hazards. I get a crit on that thing. I keep critting him with the moves I don't do crap to him. But I'm going to go for Volt Switch, and it's going to be annoying. But Raiku's the Pokemon that's going to win me the game. It kills everything once Kyurem Black is gone. So I'm going to go right out to my Ferrothorn, as I can go right for Leech Seed or the Gyro Ball if I want to, as he goes for Ice Beam. That does not do it. Where's my Jam Bag with the edits when I need them? Just gonna hit him with a Leech Seed right here, as we do not thaw. Man, Pokemon's a crazy game. That doesn't matter. Whatever. I don't care enough, because why? Why should I care? This doesn't affect my life. I still go to school. If that freeze meant I didn't have to go to school, if I wasn't graduating, I would be pretty pissed. But I'm gonna go for Play Rough right here, as he's gonna go for Fusion Bolt. I do survive. And I thankfully do connect, so I still do have a chance of winning, just because he's very, 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 very weak to my Raikou. So we still have a really nice chance of winning, I would say. I think we still have a decent chance of winning, actually. So able to knock out the Kyurem with the Play Rough. He actually goes up to Skarmory as opposed to going out to Metagross. So this is perfect, because I can get up my rocks now. Or I can just go for Lava Plume. Like, why the hell would I not go for Lava Plume? It goes up to Landorus, it's fine. If he stays in with Skarmory, that's fine too. As I do hit him with that, he diggers me now. Going to SD up. Kind of, but I think Return is my best play anyway. Be able to knock out the Skarmory. I'm pretty sure it's Rocky Helmet, yeah, because I didn't see leftovers or Shed Shell or Custap Berry. I don't know, it could have been Custap. Sorry, I just smacked whatever was under my desk right now. Thundurus goes down to a Quick Attack, I think. Yeah, 39% Thundurus definitely goes down to Quick Attack. I outspeed Metagross before Mega Evolution, so it would just be his Landorus that can come in and scare me a little bit, but I think between Volt Switching on Metagross and then clicking Aqua Jet, I should be good to go. He does go out to Landorus. I'm going to go for Return, because I need to put him in range of... I can't let him Rock Polish up, is what I'm saying. So if he's max speed, he outspeeds me. If he's not max speed, I can outspeed him, hit him with a herb. But unfortunately, he is max speed, so I'm gonna have to go out to my Azu, and I think I gotta go for Aqua Jet. I was thinking about going to Raikou, but I don't think HP Ice kills Landorus, if I'm being honest. I really don't. Landorus is really bulky, and I want to go for Aqua Jet right here. I want to, because I think he has to go out to Metagross, or he can stay in and sack this. I mean, either way, if Metagross comes out, I get some damage off on it, so I'm good with that. And I'll be able to Volt Switch on out of there and click Lava Plume, Flash Roar, I don't know. But he actually lets me hit his Landorus, which is really nice, because that thing was the biggest threat. And I'll be able to go right out into my Raikou. Gonna click Shadow Ball because it knocks out Landorus, and it also hurts Metagross if he goes up to that. I guess if he has Hammer Arm or Earthquake, it doesn't really matter. I think it would have been nice if he didn't have that freeze, because I would have had some spikes up, even a Leech Seed recovery. I would have also had Ferrothorn to wall his entire team. What the hell? What language was I speaking right there? But it all depends on what moveset he has, honestly. He goes up to Metagross, which is the Pokemon he kind of has to at this point. I'm going to Volt Switch because if he doesn't have Earthquake, then I have to Volt Switch anyway because I gotta get some sort of prior damage on him. Does not do enough at all. If he knocks me out with Earthquake, or if he goes for the Hammer Arm, a good play on my opponent's part. I mean, I guess it was his only play, as I can go right onto my Raikou, and I could still potentially win. Not really. Well, Shadow Ball is the strongest play I can go for right here, as it does 52%. Goes for Hammer Arm. He's gonna be able to knock me out. That freeze was annoying, but whatever. What can you do? It's Pokemon. So we're gonna look for another game, as I think this guy's a Diggersby too. Why does he have a fighting types? This team is so weak to fighting. Oh my god. Oh man, oh man. Lead off a Raikou because Raikou outspeeds his entire team by itself. Of course, he has a Ferrothorn too, and a Tentacle. We have a Spinner and a Diggersby. I just straight up lose to Diggersby. Good thing they love to lead off with Thundurus for some reason. I am going to click Volt Switch right now. I do not think he would stay in with this Thundurus. I could be wrong. I also think he'd go Ferrothorn, not Diggersby. So this is going to work out for me, I feel, as I can go directly into my Heatran. And even though this is probably a Spiker, because I think his Stealth Rock or his Infernape, if I'm being honest, I'm going to get my rocks right here. He could go out to Tentacruel, but I do not mind, because I do have a Defogger in the back. If that thing decides to get up T-Spikes, I can also burn that thing with Lava Plume. Special defensive Heatran 1v1s Tentacruel for days. For days! But, yeah, this is just a ladder climb right there. Pokemon's a crazy game, man. You know, I get a lot less upset when I don't care enough, and also just because I've been playing a lot of, yeah, what's up, doing this while work? Why are you doing this while work? Your next name is about to be doing this while fired, like. But I'm gonna be able to go for my Stealth Rock as he goes on to Tentacruel, and I'm just gonna go for Lava Plume. Heatran can't get burnt. I guess he could knock me off, which is fine. Lava Plume is just like Scald, though. It does have that 30% chance to burn. As you can see, he's doing nothing to me. If I do burn him, I do about the same exact to him, roughly. And I will be able to keep up my Stealth Rock the entirety of the match. So I'm just going to click Lava Plume a couple more times. He's more than likely going to click Scald or the Rapid Spin, which is completely fine. I am weakening his Tentacruel, which means one less Azu switch and one less Water Resist, which is something I want for me. And the Lava Plume is nice because, you know, obviously he can't switch into it how he wants to. So Tentacruel is already at half, and I'm expecting him to spin right here, honestly, as he goes for Scald. I do not mind that again, because like I said, I'm 1v1 in this Tentacruel. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of VGC, and I got like triple frozen in a battle. Like, I thought, and then I got frozen again, and I'm just gonna click Stealth Rock, that way he can't Rapid Spin, as he ends up going right for the Scald. And what is my best play to keep up momentum? I don't really have a quote-unquote best play. I guess he could be max. No, he's definitely not max speed. A Lava Plume did 10. Lava Plume did 10, so I'm gonna go out to Diggersby. I could go for Quick Attack and knock him out, I think. I want to go for Earthquake though, but I think Quick Attack is the better play, because it does knock him out. I want to go for Earthquake just in case he goes out to Ferrothorn. I don't think, though, he would, as a Life Orb, huge power boost to Quick Attack, easily knocks out Tentacruel. I break any potential Sash on Infernape. When I see Infernape, I think about Sash and Lead. It could be any variant, honestly. It could be a Gunk Shotting, Life Orb, Choice Banded, Choice Scarf variant. But either way, I break any potential Sashes as this monster comes out, and I'm going to go directly in my Lottie. Don't want to go out to Azu because Azu can potentially clean up with Choice Banded Aqua Jet if I can weaken or get rid of Ferrothorn rather. So I definitely do not want that thing taking damage as he goes right for Vacuum Wave. So he knows I can knock him out. He should know I can knock him out like easily. So I want to go out into my Diggersby. I'm gonna pull a double into my Diggersby, predicting his Ferrothorn, as I want to be able to weaken that thing with an Earthquake. This is a Life Orb, huge power boosted. Granted, I am Jolly, not Adamant, but I need to do some damage to this Ferrothorn. As he goes right for the Stealth Rock. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I actually want to SD up. Just in case he wants to protect or go out to Thundurus. Because at +2, I do knock out Thundurus with the Quick Attack. And though he will be forced back in with his Infernape to Vacuum Wave, at least Thundurus will go down to this +2 Life Orb Quick Attack. Which is something that I definitely wanted. So that paid off for me as Thundurus does go down. Not that Thundurus was really a threat, but I guess it could have paralyzed my. It could have just paralyzed my my Azumarill, or my Lottie. But I'm gonna switch directly into my Lottie because I don't want to go down to the Vacuum Wave, and I can then just click I can then just click Earthquake plus Draco, I believe. That will be able to knock out Ferrothorn, I think. Don't quote me on that. But I'm just going to click Earthquake, knocking out his Infernape as, I'm still scared of the Diggersby. It's in. It's in. I'm going to drop a Draco. As he's actually Choice Scarf Diggersby. Okay, that's a lot easier to deal with because I don't have to deal with any SD or any banded quick attacks. He could be Choice Scarf quick attack, but Diggersby will be taking some damage right there as Medicham is going to come out. And I'm going to go directly into my Raikou because I can click Shadow Ball, weakening this Medicham. Yeah, I don't care if he Mega Evolves and Fake Outs. I need to hit him with this Shadow Ball. I need to weaken this thing. Look how much that Fake Out did, good lord. But I need to weaken him with the Shadow Ball. As it does way more than I expected, and he just saps it all back. Huh? But I'm gonna go right out to my Ferrothorn and my Azumarill, and I kind of want to go for knockoff. Yeah, I need to go for knockoff. I need to make a play. It's definitely going Ferrothorn right here. It also knocks out Medicham, and I can live one hit bar Thunder Punch. I don't know, because he had Drain Punch, I'm scared of Thunder Punch. But Fake Out, Drain Punch, Thunder Punch, and Zen Headbutt doesn't make much sense to me. So Ferrothorn does come out, as I am able to hit that thing with a Choice Band and knockoff, and doing a decent amount of damage, not gonna lie. But I'm gonna go for a double knockoff because it smacks Diggersby if he decides to double. It also knocks out the Ferrothorn, and this is a little bit unfortunate because Medicham can just come in. It's gonna be a Drain Punch too. How do I get the win? Alright, I'm gonna go out to my Diggersby on the Fake Out. I'm expecting Fake Out anyway. He doesn't have to go for Fake Out. He goes for Psycho Cut, but either way, I just needed my Azu to be in. I can't go out to Ferrothorn because if he Drain Punch, then he would get all his recovery back. But a Choice Band Aqua just should be able to knock out the Medicham, as I'm able to knock out the Diggersby with the Aqua Jet. And I guess it comes down to Drain Punch, Fake Out. Do you have Bullet Punch? Is the question. I guess he has Bullet Punch. I lost anyway, so I'm just gonna stay in and go for Aqua Jet. He actually predicts me to, or tries to predict me to switch out to Ferrothorn. That'd be a good game. So that's gonna be a good game. And let's look for another battle. Might as well, you know, to climb / mod join plus. Okay. My opponent does have Hazard. My opponent's team is so standard. Ew. No, I'm just kidding. I don't really care. It's Pokemon. The best teams are the most standard and competitive. In all honesty, I guess. A lot of people were complaining about VGC. I don't know. For me, it makes sense that the best Pokemon win. But we'll lead off with Raikou. It's probably Scarf Landorus plus Specs Keldeo plus Spadef Stealth Rocking Heatran. That's usually the most common core. But I'm gonna go right for the Volt Switch as he goes out into Land. Why? What use did you have for making that play? I don't know why he made that play. Like. He could have just Mega Evolved, got off his Mega Evolution, and smacked me with a Focus Blast, but he is Stealth Rock Landers. Okay, that's good to know. You were going to get spiked on. I wanted to go for Thunder Wave, predicting his Heatran, but I didn't really feel a need to. I'm going to go right out to my Lottie right now. I kind of want to go for Thunder Wave because he's probably going for Earth Power or something. I guess Toxic. He's actually Stealth Rock Lander, so maybe he's Scarf Tran. Interesting. I guess he was really weak to birds. Really weak. Like a well-played Talonflame just destroys his team. A poorly played Talonflame destroys his team. I just click Brave Bird. I click Brave Bird. Flare Blitz. Brave Bird. I don't care about you. I don't know, but I'm guessing he's gonna double right now, or I'm not even sure what he can do. Unfortunately, Keldeo is really a problem to this team because my Latios does not have recovery. I guess Azu can take a hit, but if it's Specs Keldeo, it does 2 a KO at Hydro Pump upon switching, and I think it is Specs Keldeo. Then again, it could be Life Orb. Not Life. Did I just say Life Orb? Huh? In what generation? I think Specs and Scarf are the best items on Keldeo. Subcom Mine also too, leftovers. But I guess if he wants to double and try hard to do that, he could. Unfortunately, Ferrothorn is a big problem to this team. I do have Heatran to deal with it, but as you guys saw, Ferrothorn is just annoying as hell. I don't expect him to fire move though right here, but that spike up is really nice because it does put his Keldeo in range of Volt Switch, as well as making it back into a KO as Gardevoir with Shadow Ball from my Raikou. I think I do need 1 more or 2 more layers of spikes. Keldeo needs like switching the spikes twice for me to knock it out with Volt Switch, which is even fine by me. He's taking a little while, so I'm actually gonna pause until he picks a move. Bear back, and we're back. So we went for Will-O-Wisp. A little bit annoying, but I'm gonna be able to Earthquake him. Obviously, it's gonna do severely less because of the Will-O-Wisp, but he seems to be the Magma Storm. No, he's not the Magma Storm Solar Beam variant, but I want to defog away these hazards, so I'm just gonna defog as he goes out to Lando, which is fine because I can live one more hit and then I can drop a Draco on him. Really nice for me. Surprised he went out to Lando right there, but I'm just gonna go right for my Draco. I guess he's not Stealth Rock Tran, he's Stealth Rock Lander, but goes out to Gardevoir, and okay, I'm just gonna get up my hazards one more time, or I'm gonna get a kill with my Azumarill. People these days. Or I can go out to Diggersby, but he could be timid, which would be annoying. Alright, I'm gonna go out to Ferrothorn. I'm just gonna go right out to Ferrothorn, and I'm gonna lay up a Spike again. I did defog away his hazard, didn't really matter. I guess he outplayed me there, but I don't know, some of those plays like I guess I make plays for no reason too, just to look flashy. Never mind, I'm not going to say anything. I still think I can win with my Raikou pretty convincingly versus his team. I want to go for the... I want to go for Leech Seed. Do I want a Gyro Ball? I'm going to Gyro Ball this thing. This thing is a threat. I don't want him Mega Evolving and staying in for some reason. Yeah, I really don't want him to do that. He's took a... Why did he take it like... My DDoSing didn't work, guys. It took a whole 100 seconds. But I'm positive it makes him more rare back. I'm going right for Gyro Ball, though, if you guys have not seen. Alright, so he ended up bringing out his Landers, which is fine. I'm just going to go right for my Leech Seed, as I'm able to hit that Landers upon switching. And even though I'm going for double Leech Seed, I guess he could stand an Earthquake, but I want to get off that Leech Seed off on his... I want to get off that Leech Seed on his Heatran. I guess if he goes Pharaoh, I'll just Spike up anyway. If he goes Keldeo, that is fine. Not really, because like I said, this team struggles with Keldeo. But I can just go Azu, and he can just click Scald. That's the annoying part. But he goes for U-turn, letting himself take a bit more damage. I am okay with that, as I'm going to be able to get off this Leech Seed on the incoming Heatran. Very, very, very nice for me. Yeah, I have to go out to my own Heatran as he doubles into Landers. So I'm gonna go right back out into my Ferrothorn. I mean, I don't. He doesn't have to make these plays because he has Keldeo. It's not good though. Wait, what the hell is this spread? 240. I thought I had 248 defense. I got scared for a second, but I'm gonna be able to Leech Seed this thing. Like I said, Ferrothorn is pretty key. He has a hard time killing Ferrothorn too, because whatever comes in on it, it just gives me recovery. So I'm going to repeatedly go for Leech Seed. If I can get rid of his Landers, that'd be really nice for me, because Landers is just... Ground types in general really do threaten this team. My entire team is grounded bar Latios, and Latios has no recovery. So maybe Recover or Roost would be better over Earthquake. I don't even know why this thing has Earthquake, because 4 out of 6 of this team destroys, I guess 3 out of 6, actually no, 2 out of 6 only destroy Heatran, but they're the main sweepers of the team. But I'm going to go for Leech Seed, as if this guy wants to play aggressive versus me, I'll play a bit more aggressive versus him. I'll start staying in as he goes for knockoff, and I am able to recover a bit of that damage. So 31, I'll definitely be able to live the next one, so I'm going to go for another Leech Seed as he goes out to Ferrothorn. That is fine. That is okay. I'm going to get up a Spike right here. I do not care that Ferrothorn comes out, just because his team is very weak to Spikes anyway. If he wants to double into Heatran, he can do that. Oh man, this video is getting long. That's fine though, I don't really mind. I really want to turn on my AC though. It's getting a little hot in here, because there's 2 Heatrans on the field. No? No? Oh god, did I just make a Chimpact? I think I just made a Chimpact, but I'll be able to get up my my Spike as he gets up his Spike, and he's gonna go out to Gardevoir, which I am completely fine with as I get out my Heatran, and I can definitely live any hit he wants to go for, so I'm just gonna go right for my Stealth Rock as he goes for the Focus Blast. I do live, like I did expect, able to get up my rocks, and I'll be able to go right for the Lava. I have no other play I can make. I'm actually gonna go for Roar just in case he I mean, like, I could have went for Protect, but I don't think I would have lived Hyper Voice anyway. Unfortunately, like I said, this Gardevoir is a problem for my team, even though I do have Ferrothorn plus Heatran because of the hazards and my Lottie being gone. But I can just Volt Switch on out of there versus this Gardevoir. I still think that while I'm going to have trouble killing Ferrothorn, I still think that I have a chance with Diggersby plus Raikou. If I'm being honest. If I can actually SD up with my Diggersby versus something, and I might maybe try on like a Heatran switch or something, I can potentially win. It really, really depends on what my opponent wants to do. He could just let his Gardevoir take this Volt Switch, simply because he could just go for Focus Blast if he wanted to. That's not even like the worst play he can make. But he could also just go out to Ferrothorn if he wanted to. Again, I would try and SD up on that thing, no matter what he wants to do. Hopefully, if he goes Ferrothorn and then goes out to Landorus and knocks me off, I'd be okay with that because then I have my, I don't take any life or recall. But also, if he wants to go out to Lottie, that is completely fine as well. I think my best bet if he goes out to Lottie is just to try and, I could knock him out with my Zoomer. I think he's just staying in. What is he thinking about? He just stays in. He doesn't need health on this thing. He has Ferrothorn. He has Lottie to check my, just in case I'm Belly Drum Azu, he has Lottie to check it, because Lottie isn't knocked out after Stealth Rock, plus 6 Aqua Jet. So, I'm going to pause until he makes a move, be right back. Alright, so he ended up making the Ferrothorn play, so I'm going to try and SD up right here. I have no other play I can make at this point. Yeah, I really have no other play I can make. That Will-O-Wisp Trend definitely caught me off guard. But I have to either hope he fears the Fire Punch, or I'm able to get up this SD versus his team. I think his best bet is just going right for Gyro Ball, honestly. But I guess he could try and make that try-hard switch and switch out to Landorus. I'm not entirely sure what he wants to do. Maybe he'll fear the Fire Punch. I don't even know. But I'm just going to SD up right here as he goes right for the Leech Seed. And, alright, let's make some plays. I'm just going to go for Earthquake, knock him out. So I'm able to knock him out with the Earthquake. Ferrothorn goes down. His Gardevoir will definitely go down to +2. If he goes Lottie, I can win with Raikou at that point, plus Keldeo. So I think, like I said, I think I could still win this game, especially because Ferrothorn is down. That crit did not matter, and even if it did, cool. As you saw from before, on the previous Ferrothorn, obviously there's different Ferrothorns, but Earthquake did 50%. This is a +2 Life Orb Earthquake. I didn't want to go for return because if he didn't make the Landorus play, I'd feel silly. If he goes out to Heatran though, I can easily just click return, just because it will knock him out at +2. I do outspeed offensive Tran, and if he goes Lottie, I'm definitely going for quick attack. Same thing if he goes Keldeo. Hopefully he goes Lottie though, because if he goes Lottie, he puts himself in range of the Raikou sweep. But he goes out to Landorus, and again, even if he doubles into Heatran right here, after hazards it will go down. I don't expect him to be running max speed on this Lando, but I'm able to knock him out with the return as Keldeo is going to come out. And what I want to do right here, you can definitely just click Secret Sword. I want this thing to be healthy though. Whatever, I'm just going to go for quick attack, do as much damage as possible, putting him in range of Aqua Jets as he goes for Scald. Why did he go for Scald over Secret Sword? That didn't make much sense to me. But I'll be able to go out to my Raikou and click Thunderbolt at this point, knocking him out. Even if he's Scarf, I don't think Skull will knock me out from 51%. I think he's Specs, honestly. And again, I'm trying to win this game by clicking Choice Bandit Aqua Jet with my Azumarill. So even if I have to go for the... I don't know why he went if he clicked Skull. I think Secret Sword was his best play. The reason I say that is because I could have just went out to... Let's say I made the Ferrothorn play right there. I would have been able to get off a Thunder Wave on something. And if had that been Lottie, I think I would have just won with Aqua Jet. I think I'd still win with Choice Bandit Aqua Jet from my Azumarill, especially because his Keldeo is so low. It is ridiculously low at this point. But yeah. I'm just going to click Thunderbolt, because if he goes Guardy, that'll be 2-hit KO'd by the Thunderbolt plus a Shadow Ball, or even 2 Thunderbolts, potentially. Keldeo goes down, and I guess it could be Scarf Keldeo. I doubt it does 51% to me, though. I would need him to not burn me, is also the thing. And I could just click Knockoff with my Azumarill. I really need him not burn me, though. I don't think it knocks me out. Let's look at the calc. This guy's taking, like, years. But he doesn't burn me as I'm able to knock him out with the Thunderbolt, which is very, very, very nice. I'm thinking that Azu just wins the game at this point. Yeah, as he goes Lottie, yeah, definitely just wins the game at this point. I'll be able to go right for Shadow Ball right here, doing a decent amount to his Lottie, as he is going to go for Defog. Ooh, that's perfect. He gives my Raikou another chance at survival. I can just go right for Volt Switch too. Yeah, nice. Now Raikou even outspeeds his entire team. And I can just go out to my Ferrothorn and just click Thunder Wave, honestly. Or I can double into my Azumarill, I think. Do I want to double into Azu? I think I'll double into Azu. I think he has to go Tran right here. But he stays in though. Goes for Draco, which is nice. Which is fine actually, because now I can click Knock Off, knocking him out, as he's going to be able to go right for Psyshock. And the thing is, now I can just spam Shadow Ball with my Raikou, and then knock him out as Gardevoir with Choice Band Aqua Jet and just win the game. So this game took so long. I am going to go for the Thunder Wave. Nah, he can definitely just knock me out. I'm gonna go for Thunder Wave. Do I want to be sub though? I'm gonna go for Leech Seed, as he goes for Focus Blast, connects. But now I can go right out to my Raikou, click Shadow Ball, and I'll be able to 2 KO here and with the Shadow Ball plus the Thunderbolt. And Shadow Ball puts Gardevoir in range of the Choice Band Aqua Jet. And though this game took like 400 years, I'm pretty sure Azumarill is gonna be able to clean it up right now. That game took way too long. He definitely gave me the... Defogging was definitely not the right play, because then it gave me the opportunity to... I mean, either way, I think I was going to sweep him with my Azu, and that's going to be... I don't know. There's some things I felt like my opponent made way too many... Look, he just dipped. Didn't even say good game. Anyway, I don't really care. But... I'm not even in 1400. That's crazy. I don't know. I feel like my opponent made way too many double. I mean, granted, I play very aggressively at times. I definitely do. And obviously, there's a different me playing during the UCL. Not a different me, but I build for my opponent's team, so I can afford to play safer and better by playing safer. But like I said, I felt like I would sweep him with my Choice Band Azu, and I think the defogging was definitely not the right play, because that gave me a switch into my Ferrothorn. And then obviously my Azu after that. I guess he didn't want me to Thunder Wave. I don't know if I showed Thunder Wave ever. I don't know why he didn't go to Heatran either. But that's why I went that double into Azu. And then it would have been a 50-50 of me going for Aqua Jet or the knockoff predicting Lottie, but whatever, I don't care, I won. So I hope you guys all enjoyed. Feel free to leave a like if you did. It definitely helps my channel grow. Some people don't like to leave likes, that's fine, but do know that your like does help my channel grow. By you liking, people see that you like, people see, oh wow, this dude liked this dude on Twitter, oh wow, this Google Plus follows this, oh let me check this video out. And that's how I get new subscribers. It's honestly how you get new subscribers. But I hope you guys all enjoyed. Feel free to leave a like if you did, and yeah, until next time guys, later.